All right, so let's begin our journey by looking at the structure of an 802.11 Mac frame. So a Mac frame is constructed of common fields and specific fields. So I'll quickly provide a short explanation of each. All right, so Mac frames consist of three main structures. The frame body is a variable length field. It contains information specific to individual frame types. FCS stands for frame check sequence. All right, so it's an error detecting code that's added to each frame. And in the Mac header, there's a frame control section. All right, so the very first two octets transmitted by a station are the frame control. Protocol version. Now, this will provide the version of the 802.11 protocol used, and the value is currently 0. We also have type and subtype. These will tell you what the function of the frame actually is. So there are three different frame types of fields: control, data, management. There are multiple subtype fields for each frame type, and then each subtype determines the specific function to perform for its associated frame type. So to move on, to DS and from DS indicates whether the frame is going into or exiting the distribution system. All right. More frag indicates whether more fragments of the frame are to follow this one or not. Retry indicates that the frame is being retransmitted. Power management indicates whether the sending STA is in active mode or power save mode. WEP indicates whether or not the encryption and authentication are used in the frame. Order indicates that the frame is being sent using the strictly ordered service class. Right? Now, the field is usually not set. Duration ID indicates the time on the channel that the sender is assuming to be occupied from the end of the current frame. Now, here are some different cases of the fields of addresses depending on the communication between the station and the access point. Sequence control is used to recognize frame duplication by setting the sequence number of each frame.